Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to do the top 10 best movie characters whom I didn't want to die or be killed off. I know some of you might say, I never cared about these characters. This video sucks. These characters are not any good. Meh, you suck. Something like those, because you guys might hate me for this video because of these characters. My friend film person gets mad at every time when somebody criticizes these characters and screams at them. And he screams at them, telling them to take those criticisms of theirs back, and they will regret criticizing these characters. Sorry for pausing. So anyways, these are all my opinions on the movies that I never wanted dead. Yeah, I call these characters one of the most important characters in their own movies. Not that everybody agrees with me about those. I still cry whenever I see these characters die in their own movies because I still can't get over them. The question is, why do they sometimes kill off one of the important characters in movies? Before we begin the video, there will be spoilers while I review these characters, for those of you who haven't seen these movies. So anyways, let's begin the video. Number 10 is any of the Harry Potter characters. All of these characters except for the ones that work for Voldemort, were all amazing. When I watched the Harry Potter movies in theaters and saw one of the characters died, I cried so hard about it because I think the deaths were part of the books. I don't know. The characters who are good were amazing and helpful. Number 9 is Kenny McCormick. I know some of you guys don't agree with me. Sometimes in the South Park TV shows, Kenny dies just to be funny. Sometimes they can be sad. I wasn't happy that he farted on fire and got caught on fire and died in the South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut movie, because I wanted him to be alive in the whole time in the film. But I was happy that he helped Satan and the other characters at the end of the film after the war that Sheila caused and Saddam Hussein was defeated. Number 8 is any of the Star Wars characters. When I watched all the Star Wars movies the first time and saw one of the characters die, I wasn't happy about that. The Force Awakens, I didn't expect Han Solo to be killed. He tried to help Kylo Ren, but Kylo Ren refused to let him. Yeah, Kylo Ren refused to come back to Han and Leia. I also didn't like it when Kylo Ren died in The Rise of Skywalker because he is one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time. Adam Driver did a great job playing Kylo Ren. Anyways, some of the Star Wars characters are my favorite. Number 7 is Hector and Coco from the movie Coco. Hector was a pretty cool character because that important thing Miguel was searching for was Hector all along. I wasn't happy that what happened to Hector because of that so-called talent Ernesto de la Cruz poisoned and killed Hector and stole his music right after Hector attempted to go home to his family. I was sad that Coco died at the end, but dying happens and it is part of life. I was glad that at the end Hector got to see Coco again so he, Coco, and Imelda can be together as a family again. Coco became one of my favorite Disney animated Pixar films of all time. Number 6 is any of the Hunger Games characters. I was upset when they killed off some of the characters in the Hunger Games series because of being in the games. Rue was one of my favorite characters, and she wasn't supposed to be killed off, but it was in the book and in the movie. Yeah, I was upset when that first happened, when I saw the film. the first time. I also wasn't happy when Katniss's sister Primrose died as well. I read that in the Mockingjay Part 2 before watching the film. It sucked when they killed Primrose and Coin off. I didn't expect any of the characters get killed off, but when I read the books when I read the books about some of the characters get killed off, I was like, what? In a freak out way. Number 5 is any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. I have plenty of Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. I didn't expect any of them to die either, because I thought they were all supposed to be alive at all times during the MCU. Whenever I see one of my favorite MCU characters die the first time I saw any of the MCU movies in theaters, I cried so hard that I never get over them ever. In Avengers Age of Ultron, the first time, I cried whenever Quicksilver was killed by saving Hawkeye and the kid from Ultron shooting at them. Quicksilver was only in the credits, the ending of Captain America the Winter Soldier, and in Avengers Age of Ultron. I wanted him to be in more Marvel movies, but they do different stuff in the MCU. Anyways, it still hurts when every Marvel character dies. Number 4 is Doc Hudson from Cars. I know we didn't see Doc Hudson die in any of the Cars movies, but the actor Paul Newman passed away in 2008 and his character died along with him. Doc had a hard life in his past of racing, but racing was one of the things he liked to do. When I watched Cars 2 and saw that Doc was not in it, I asked myself why he wasn't in Cars 2 until I searched it up in the internet and saw that Paul Newman died. Yeah, Paul Newman died of lung cancer in September 26, 2008, and that was why he wasn't in Cars 2. He was in the flashbacks of Cars 3, which I was happy about because the first time Cars 3 was coming out, I shared my thoughts about Doc in the flashbacks, and they had Doc in the flashbacks, which I was happy about. Doc Hudson will always be one of my favorite characters of all time. Number 3 is Tadashi Hamada from Big Hero 6. Tadashi was a great older brother to Hiro. He even sets Hiro up to succeed and helped Hiro think about what kind of robotics project would work to get into the university. Yeah, Tadashi attempted to save Professor Callahan from the fire in the university, but Callahan stole Hiro's microbots away from Hiro and Tadashi was killed. When I first saw the scene where Tadashi died in theaters, I cried at it while my siblings were trying to calm me down about it. I was happy that Baymax showed Hiro how Tadashi created Baymax as his robotics project. Tadashi will always be one of the helpful characters I have ever seen. Number 2 is Stoic the Vast from How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Stoic is one of the best, toughest characters of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. He is one of my dad's favorite character along with Toothless because 1, Stoic is like the alpha of Berk, even though he was chief, and 2, Toothless is a funny, awesome character, except this is not about Toothless. In the second movie, I was happy that Volko came back because Hiccup found her. All the characters were gonna be a family again, but they decided to kill off Stoic during the war after Drago's Alpha won. When I first watched Stoic got killed off, I cried and cried and cried about it. I wasn't happy about that. The thing I was happy about is that the Hidden World, they add the flashbacks of Stoic because those were my thoughts. When they did flashbacks of Stoic, I was happy and said, "Thank you, I'm so happy." And number 1 is Mufasa from The Lion King. Mufasa is my dad's favorite character in The Lion King. He likes Mufasa better than Scar, and that is why Scar was a horrible brother to Mufasa and the horrible uncle to Simba. Yeah, during the movie, where Mufasa dies is where my dad stops watching the movie. That is his decision of watching the film. It sucks that my dad's favorite character die. Mufasa is like the alpha of Pride Rock. His brother Scar was jealous of Mufasa because Scar was going to be next in line. That was right before Simba was born. Yeah, Scar made a plan to kill Mufasa and Simba by having a stampede happen, which was the oddest thing nobody ever expected to happen. It was not good that Simba lost his father. It sucks to see a parent in a kid's movie die like that. Mufasa will always be one of the best characters of The Lion King. And that was it for the top 10 best characters that I never wanted to be killed off in their own movies. Post a comment, subscribe, ring a bell for notification. What are the characters that you never wanted to die in their movies? I will make more videos soon. Bye.